Baker has the opportunity and has essentially the ability to make so many plays when he's on the move because he has such a strong arm. He's so explosive. He's got such a whip-like motion, gets a quick release, gets it out. That when David moves around, he doesn't necessarily have, and he tries to make those throws, and we kind of just say like, you also got to play within yourself. So when Baker goes out, playing within himself is the whole field essentially. So it allows those guys and the receivers and different things when we break things down. There's nothing that's really off the board.
Is he rare in that regard, or do many quarterbacks have those sort of improvisational skills?
No, they don't. And I still remember when Brian Sipe was my coach in college, that was one thing that he harped on me on. And looking back as a player, I wasn't great at that, and that was something that he always said, that he as a player, it felt like took him to the next level. And Baker has so many of those qualities. I mean, I've joked before, he's like a Mustang. You don't want to rein him in because a lot of that stuff is what makes plays on Sundays for him. And he's one of the best I've seen in that regard as far as when things break down, which at the end of the day on Sundays when you got 11 guys chasing after you, that's what happens. It's never clear cut like we want it to be.
Coach Henry was talking the other day and said Baker comes in the receiver room routinely, goes on the whiteboard. Is that like a veteran quarterback move?
No, it's something I think we've tried to foster for us in the quarterback room. Obviously, we get together as an offense first, fully, and we'll install or we'll put in whatever we're doing, making changes, and then after that, I kind of give those guys, and I joke, it's like a half coaching, half bathroom break. I say, hey, 15, if you need to go talk to the running backs about something, let's go do that. So we'll all go as a group. We'll go as the quarterbacks, we'll go to the tight end room, go to the offensive line room if it's a protection thing. So, no, I think it's great because at the end of the day, the biggest thing too, in my eyes, is we can sit up in our staff meeting all day and find out 80 different ways to do it. It's whatever clicks with Baker, with J.C. Treader, with Nick Chubb, with Odell and Jarvis, with David Njoku. It's those guys that have to execute it. So if there's something that we teach and we all get on the same page and they have kind of a spin-off that they want to do, then we should collaborate and do that.
Sometimes when we're talking to Baker, like after a few minutes, he gets bored and he wants to challenge us or be challenged. Does he do the same to you?
Oh, sure. No, I always joke about he's got an extremely quick mind, so there's sometimes he's probably jumping 6 steps ahead of where I'm coaching, which we get to it. He'll ask a question before I get to it in our progression in our meetings, but that's part of what makes him great too. And at the end of the day, I'll say like we've kind of worked out, he's a good guy too with developing those guys, because some of it with David is new and we need to go over it, and Baker will jump in now, and that's the great part of talking about him taking ownership. He's also taking that role of coaching guys, not only in our room but outside, so it's been a really good progression.
Piggybacking off that, we talked to Baker about this and Freddie about this and Odell about this, but